It really is where I got my start, I suppose. I guess you could look to age group. Swimming was the first thing, running track and cross country in high school, and then just putting the two together. I started with Iron Kids when I was a little guy, and turned pro when I was 15. Raced the old President's Triathlon in Dallas as a pro for the first time. I thought, all right, I got off the bike with Mark Allen and got destroyed in the run, but I thought I can do this. So yeah, I was gone for a couple of decades, but I've had a blast getting back into it, and just trying to stay fit, trying to stay active, trying to spread the Live Strong message around the world. And today was a great example of that. You know, I went out, and this was actually, I've done, I don't know how many halves this spring, but today was the funnest race I've done since I came back to triathlon.
How's that, everybody? And it didn't look like a lot of fun out on that sand. Lance, I got one other question for you, Lance. Hey, so you were here 3 years ago, I think, to see a Navy SEALs workout or something? These guys train hard?
I came during Hell Week, and Hell Week is sort of the most famous time that the most of the world knows about that happens down here at this facility, just a couple miles where the turnaround was, or one of the turnarounds, and I got to speak to the guys. I don't know how many, they start with about 1,000, and I think 10 come out, so we were down to a couple of hundred. These guys were completely, I've talked to a lot of groups, and I've said, you know, I've got the same, a lot of times you say the same stuff, you're like, this is going to get them. They're going to laugh, or they're going to cry. They looked at me like I was crazy. I mean, they had no interest in what I was saying. They were so focused and so tired from the training they were going through. And then I went out and did, as you drive home, you'll see the obstacle course out there. I went and did the O course, and it was the scariest time of my life. I mean, it was, I barely made it through, although I will say I actually did make it through. It took me a while, but I'm inspired by those guys. And as I said at the finish, you know, a lot of people look to the Navy SEALs, they look to the elite forces, and they make movies about these guys, and they tell their stories, and they, well, we know what they do, but the other people below them, the hundreds and thousands of servicemen and women, are just as heroic and just as passionate. So that's the reason I'm here, to be quite honest.